Hey, everybody. This is Kenny Cummins here of Chilling with Kenny C. Right here on tmvcafe.com. The beauty of these live shows is that you never know what can happen, literally. So I reconnect with an old friend. Um, she was on the show, I want to say around 2008, 2009,
Ooh,
right around that frame.
yes, it was.
So once upon a time, she was part of a group known as Seven Prophets. She has moved on as a solo artist since then. She has released multiple projects during that span, and her latest project is Lofi Hits. She has done hip
Lo-fi
hop,
hits.
lo-fi
Yes.
hits. She has done hip hop. She's done dubstep. She's done dance music, and now she's entering the realm of lo-fi music. So it
Yes.
gives me good pleasure of welcoming back to the Chillin' Show. She goes by the name of El Madison. She's with me right now. Hello there, my longtime friend.
Hey, Kenny. It's great to see you. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, and apologize for taking this very long. For having you on the show, given all the material you have released since the first interview we did. Um, but it's so good to see you and have you back on the show so we can catch up on so much. You have evolved musically. You have elevated in every way, shape, or form. So before we get to your latest project, why don't you let the listeners know how you been? Since the last time you've been on the show.
How have I been? Well, I've been good. I've had my ups, I've had my downs, like life gives us. And thank you for that introduction. That was awesome. I have been working on all different kinds of music. I I just love all different genres. So I went and tried lo-fi because I've been feeling it a little bit lately, and that's how I've been, that's how I've been doing.
Well, that is good to hear. You have definitely done some awesome music. So it's good to see that you stepping it up a notch musically. And so I also wanted to ask you, since you have went through multiple genres throughout the careers, what has that been like? Just going through these different genres outside of the hip hop side, which a lot of people were used to hear from you from your early years as an artist. What's it been like just going through these different genres throughout your music career as a solo artist?
It's it's been a very interesting process. Like I said, I like all types of music, so I've worked with different producers each time pretty much on all of my albums, each album. So I've they're in their own genre. They make awesome music. And this last album that I just released on March 28th, Lo-Fi Hits, I'm working with the producer Ojisu, and he's out of India. And I heard his music from somebody who sent me some of his beats, and they're just so awesome. And I think just naturally, as a person, as we age and get older, our tastes of things change, and hearing different sounds and being able to put my life onto a track has been fulfilling for me.
It's definitely has been fulfilling indeed. Um, just hearing your projects throughout these years has been incredible. Um, and as you pointed out, as we grow, as we evolve, what I'm saying, not just musically, but personally, we look into different things. And when I first interviewed you, I was mostly a hip hop head, and I still am to this day. Um, I'm now listening to literally every genre, and I feel like I'm using this platform to introduce artists to artists that they may be intrigued with. I'm listening to all types of music now, believe it or not. Um, I might listen to a rap song one day, I might listen to a country song the other. I've become quite the unicorn. Um, so it's like I'm an odd person. People think I'm odd, but it's okay because
Yeah, that's
at,
definitely okay.
it's because at the end of the day, it's music. It gives you that feeling, and I'm unapologetic when it comes to supporting local music and independent music. This is what this platform has been for, and just and I've gotten to hear your latest record, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful
Thank you.
project. So so as we talk about your musical journey in these variety of genres, now you mentioned you collaborated with a producer all the way from India. So he sent you
Yes.
these beats, and
Yes.
you did your thing with it. And I've always liked those type of sound, that particular sound. Um, I feel like I'm usually hear hip hop artists on those type of beats, not but hearing your wonderful voice on these beats. If it's enlightening, you know what I'm saying? So
Thank you.
I think it's incredible. So talk about what really caught your eye on this genre, lo-fi. Um, what caught your eye? Was it an artist in particular? Was it the producer that you was talking about? What got your
Yeah,
attention?
I would say a little bit of both because I feel like lo-fi is kind of coming up in the music world, so to speak. And I just always liked it, like it's almost like a gritty sound. And it just makes me feel like so like emotional and like on this album Lo-Fi Hits, everything I wrote was what I was going through in that particular moment. And it just really enables me to like get my story out. So that's what's that's how I've been affected by it. And hearing the sounds and branching out and listening to other genres that I haven't. Um, you were saying earlier about how people might think you're an oddball, but I think that in 2023, like, with social media and we're having these opportunities to connect, like not just you and me, but everywhere all over the world, we've become like a more accepting species, so to say. And I think that's what's cool nowadays because I am also an oddball. So
We could be very odd together, literally.
that sounds great.
I know. I'm, I mean, accepting species. That's quite that's a bar. You know what I'm saying? That's a bar. Accepting species, especially with music and how we feel the vibes to it. So on the
Mhm.
IG story that I put out, as far as promoting the show, I played the snippet of "Hit Me Up." Um,
Yes.
so talk a little bit about the story uh, behind that particular song. It seems self-explanatory, so talk about how that song came to be.
That I was thinking about my boyfriend at the time and how just felt like I'll be there for him. And that's where that song like came from. And just being there for not just my lover, but like my family and my friends, like, I'm there for, friends and blood, I'm there for. And that it is self-explanatory, just like that. You said it, you took the words right out of my mouth.
So everybody go check out this record. L Madison just came out March 28th. Lo-Fi Hits. That's hits with a Z at
With
the
a
end.
Z.
And it's available on all the platforms right now. So go stream it, get these vibes in, get the feelings in there. Let L's wonderful singing voice give you the energy, the cleanse that you need to make it through the day, whatever you're feeling, whatever was on your mind, whatever is happening. Music does have a way of um, giving you those feels, and it's an incredible project. Um,
Thank you.
it's
Thank you.
actually has inspired me to an extent, and I'll tell you why it's inspired me.
Yeah, I want to know.
So the lo-fi sound has inspired me because so just last year
Uh-huh.
I started doing a Music Monday show. Basically, what that is me spreading the word on independent artists. I'm playing different genre week after week after week. So I'm doing on like the third Monday. It's usually pop music or EDM or dance or dubstep. And now that I'm familiar with your variety, I'm gonna add lo-fi to that category of music that I'm going to be playing. And as a result, I will be adding your record on the playlist down the road. Um, I'm playing your music on the show. It's something that
Thank you.
I haven't been able to do when I first interviewed you a long time ago. I guess I was still young, just trying to get the feels as a radio host. But I have
Hmm.
grown, I have evolved, and
Yes, you
you know,
have.
and it's like all these musicians I've interviewed. I have to find another way of playing music. I had to do like a separate show, so I can literally play music. It's kind of been like the next stage. I've done internet radio for 16 years now. Um,
Wow, nice.
and what keeps me going is artists like you. Um, and every single person that I've went into, I'm supporting local music. I'm going to shows. I'm networking. I'm meeting friends. I live in Kentucky. Currently, I've been living there for most of my life, and it's just supporting local music. It brings me joy. It's not a feeling that's better than supporting local and independent music. And I wish I'd done it a long time ago as far as going to shows. I must have been very, very shy back then because I an art bar. That's thing just keeps running up. So L,
Yes.
what else you have going on as far as are you going to be doing upcoming shows, performances, music videos? What's next for you?
Yes. Okay. I am going to be doing music videos for this latest release. And just to jump back to what you were just saying,
Mhm.
I like the opportunity that you're giving everybody, and I've seen your growth, and I've been watching you through the years too. So I've still been here with you and see what you're doing, and that is so awesome that you're adding lo-fi to your music Mondays. That is really cool. And now that I'm going to jump right back into what you asked me, I forgot where I was.
So,
But yeah.
well, so what you said you was going to shoot music videos for some of your
Yes.
songs.
Yes, I'm gonna do some music videos, and here in a month, I will announce my next show date. I am going to do at least one show. I don't perform as much as I do live lately, but it's coming. It's right around the corner.
Okay. So, have you decided which song that's going to get the first visual?
I'm right now. I am kind of like bouncing back and forth from Come to Life and Wavelengths. And I don't know if you have any suggestions of what your favorite show is, and I would love to hear that too, or
So,
your favorite song.
so hit me up. Definitely a favorite. Wave has definitely grown on me a bit. I mean, I like the whole project in general. Wavelengths is, it's right up there. So,
Thank you.
that's
Yeah, I touched on things that I haven't touched on before on this album, and I even talk about suicide on Six Fate, and um, I've really put other things out there. This album is a little bit darker, I would say, than like my normal albums are. And that's just how I felt when I, did this whole album. And it's been pretty fun to get it out because I've been working on it for about 2 years now.
so the song that you mentioned, talking about your situation. I have to give you kudos for that. And I say that because songs like that, people are really going to listen. It's very relatable because a lot of people go through things like that and
Yes.
wondering if things are going to get better, or if there's any signs of hope per se. Um, so what was it like working on that song? Considering how emotional and how personal that song was.
Yeah, it was pretty personal, and I had a close friend a few years back who took his own life, and that had really affected me. But I've also been, down, we can't always be happy, but being that low for a long time, it can be hard to get out of that mindset. So, um, I just look towards positivity, but I did want to talk about that because that's real life. It's what I've felt through, I've done music for a long time. Pretty much basically as long as you've been doing this. And you know, I sometimes don't always think like, is it gonna, am I gonna live this life right? Am I gonna make everybody happy? Am I gonna make my children happy? My mom, my dad, And then, I've also came to the realization that at the end of the day, as we as people have to just make our own self happy. So that's really where that came from in that process.
Music like that can definitely bring hope, and it lets people know that hey, you're not in this alone.
Yeah.
I'm going through what you're going through. Maybe I can give you some perspective, and hopefully that it will lead you to the right path, and that it'll give you that hope that maybe there is someone or somebody that can help, whether it's family, friend, loved one,
Yes.
and
Reach
and
out and talk to
reach out
someone.
and
Yeah.
talk to someone. I've dealt with some anxiety, some depression myself. Um, I think when my cousin died 2016 or 2017, I was in a dark place. I I wanted to just give up radio and just throw my life away. But with all the love and support that I've gotten, I feel like my show is starting to come around. People, on the music scene, it just that was enough for me not to make that mistake. It just let me keep going, and so much has happened since then. I feel like my mental health it has improved a lot. Um, it's it's not perfect, but that's okay. Um,
It is okay. Yeah. No, I don't think really anything is ever perfect.
you know,
And that is part of the beauty of life is the imperfections.
yeah. So I will say, as I'm speaking to you today, I'm feeling all right. And it's
Good.
in reconnecting with people that I haven't spoke to in a long time definitely helps too. Um, and just seeing how you have evolved since then. And I just want to say that I'm proud of you, El
Thank
Madison,
you.
for just continuing with music and just doing it your way, as an independent artist, you know what I'm saying? So um I'm
Thank
very
you.
proud. I love this project, Lo-Fi Hits, and I'm probably gonna start listening to a lot more lo-fi material because of you. Um,
Well, thank you. And
uh,
I'm proud of you too, Kenny. So know that the feeling is definitely mutual. And that lo-fi music, it will really grow on you.
yeah, it really has. It's kind of like maybe it's the hip hop thing because I hear
Yeah.
artists rap on that, but hearing a singer go with those beats, it sounds mesmerizing. I will admit, it
Thank you.
sounds so mesmerizing, and just you know, you fit the bill.
Thank you.
It was awesome. It's awesome project. Go check out Lo-Fi Hits from my good friend El Madison. This is her latest project, and it's available on all the platforms right now. Check out the website lmadison.com. That's L with two L's. Madison.com. All the social medias on there. All her old music, solo music, I should say, up to this point is on there as
Yes.
well. And anything that she has in the works. So get ready for more El Madison. Music videos are coming for these
Yes.
tracks, so stay tuned for that. And before I let you go, Miss Madison, so
Yes.
you are originally from New York, uh,
Yes.
and I see you currently reside in Indianapolis, Indiana. I see.
Yes. I am
Um,
one state above you. That is where I
uh,
am.
so um, I let's just say a certain individual is going to be making his way to your neck of the woods this weekend. Um,
Okay.
that individual just so happens to be me.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to be in Indianapolis this Friday and Saturday, I believe, and I'm there specifically for a wrestling convention. I'm going to
Okay.
be hanging out with some wrestlers, and I'm just going to put it out there. If you ain't got any plans, maybe we can hang out or something. We really take this reconnection thing up another notch. I'm just putting it out there. It don't
All
even have
right.
to. It don't even have to be at the wrestling. It just be you and I, maybe a selfie or just a hello or something. Just
No, you know what? I might just come out to the wrestling convention and see what it's about to be able to see you in person. That would be awesome.
oh yeah. So I'll give
Thank
you the
you.
I'll give you the info as far as where it's gonna be, and hang out or just talk, and go on from there. But it's so good to see you, El Madison.
It's good to
Thank you
see you.
so
Thank
much.
you.
And
Thanks for having me.
continue happiness and success towards your way. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. And I promise it won't be another 10 years before we do another of these interviews.
Yeah, yeah, I hope not. Well, we
The
got this
more,
weekend, so
yeah. So yeah. Thank you, El.
thank you,
Um,
Kenny.
continue everything, and you enjoy the rest of your week, and hopefully we'll cross paths this weekend.
All right, thanks, Kenny. I appreciate you.
All right, you have a good night.
You too.
All right,
Bye.
bye.